dear students of class 6. Once again I am here with your computer lesson. Still we are in chapter 5, presentation visual basics. Today we have come towards the end of this chapter. We will be doing few topics, and with that this chapter will come to an end. Let us see what we are going to do today. The topics are action buttons, importing material from other applications, various views of a presentation, and the last one here is slide master. So we are going to focus on these four things: action buttons, importing material. When you are working in MS PowerPoint, you can get the materials from MS Excel, MS Word, MS Access. So that we are going to learn how to do that. And then various views of presentation, how to see the presentation, MS PowerPoint. So various views I'll be teaching you, and then the last one will be the slide master. So let us start with the first one, action buttons. What are these action buttons? Action buttons are special buttons that can be activated to perform some action, like playing a sound, playing a video, anything, okay, during the slideshow. So with the help of this action button, you can bring audio or video or any kind of sound in your slide, in your presentation. So for example, we learn the steps to add sound, any kind of sound, applause, explosion, sound of a camera, click, and the typewriter, anything, using the sound action button in your presentation. So the steps here are, the first one is open a presentation. For anything you have to have a presentation. So you open the presentation and click the insert tab. Step 2 will be, you will be going to the illustration group, and from there you will be clicking the shapes. Then select the action button from the drop down list and drag it on the slide. I'll explain it later. So any kind of action button you have to select from the drop down list. The list will come, from there you have to select which kind of action button you want to add in your slide. And then action setting dialog box will appear on your screen. Now click the play sound checkbox and select which kind of sound you want to insert in your slide, in your presentation. Okay? So now look at this. The first one here. First insert, and then illustration group, and then here you have to select the action buttons. These are various types of action buttons. This picture is there in your book as well. So from here you can see play, forward, this and that, all these type of icons are there. So these are the action buttons. You can choose from this. The second what you have to do is sound action button inserted to the slide. So you have to drag it to the slide. This is the sound action button. Then the third one here is action setting dialog box. Action setting dialog box appears. So this is the action setting dialog box appears. You have to choose here the options, and the last play sound checkbox and select the type of sound. So all these type of sounds are here, like here you may not be able to see, but it's action, bomb, camera, cash register. All these are various types of sound clips are there, which we use in our presentation. So you can choose any one of these, and this is how you can use the action button to play the sound. This is one example only. Now, importing material, this is the second topic. Importing material from other applications. Suppose you have typed a poem in MS Word. Now the same poem you require it for your presentation, a poem written by you, typed by you. You need not retype it. What you can do is, you can import it from MS Word to MS PowerPoint. So this facility is there to import the things. Importing means to bring something. Okay? You know, import and export. Export means to send and import means to bring. So here what we can bring? We can bring any file from any other applications such as MS Word, MS Excel, MS Access, etc. Now look here. We can import material from some other applications. Examples: MS Word, MS Excel, etc. in our presentation. You need not to redo it. Suppose if you have got a picture, you have got a video, anything, you can bring it into your PowerPoint presentation. Now, there are two methods to import the document in your presentation. Two ways you can import the files. Which are these two ways or two methods? Either you create new, you start afresh, or else create from file. That means what is existing in your computer. You have already saved it, you have done it. So you have to just fetch it. You have to get it from the other application. So these are two ways. Either you create new or else you get it which is already existing in your computer, existing files. And for this, we have got the steps how to do that. Step 1, click the insert tab. Usually whatever you have to insert, you have to start with the insert tab and then click the object from the text group. Go to the text group and click object. Here object could be anything, it could be a text, audio, video, anything. Now as I told you earlier, there are two ways, two methods. Either you create new or else you get it from the existing files. Suppose if you want to create a new file, what will you do? To import a new file, choose the create new option, the same option, create new option you have to choose. A list appears to choose the object type. One list will be there. Now which type of object you want to insert, that you have to do. Now select the required application, which software you want. MS Excel, MS Word, whatever it is. And then once you have done everything, click the OK button. Now the second one, if you want it from the existing file which you already have saved, what will you do? You have to select to import an existing file, choose create from file option. This one, create from file option you have to choose. Click the browse button. This will give you the list and from there you choose whichever file you want to add in your presentation. Once everything is done, just like the previous one, click the OK button. Now with this it will be very clear to you. We are here in MS PowerPoint. We are making a presentation. Now we require something from MS Word, for example. So we can get it from MS Word. And same way, not only MS Word, we can get it from MS Excel, MS Access, from anywhere. So this is the way we import the files from various members of MS Office. It's very easy and convenient to get. If you have got a file already in MS Word, you can straight away get it in MS PowerPoint to make your presentation. You need not to redo it. Now viewing a presentation. There are various types of viewing a presentation. The first one is normal view. This is the view we are working on every time. Whenever we start a presentation, we work with normal view. Basically, there are four types of views. First one is normal view. Second is slide sorter view. Third is reading view. And fourth is slideshow view. Okay. So four views are there: normal view, slide sorter view, reading view, and slideshow view. One by one, I will be telling you about all this. So let us start with the normal view. Normal view has got two more views. Okay. So this one is outline view and one more is slides view. Okay. Either it could be an outline view or slides view. But this is the part of normal view. How it appears, you see. Now look here. This window is divided into two panes, left and right. Right side you will have the slide, left side all the text will be there. Okay. So one by one you can add something if you want. You can add the text, you can add the picture, you can add the audio, anything. Okay. So this is the view. We call it outline view. This side also the same thing will be there, not in the form of slides, but you can do the changes here. The next one, it will be in the form of slides. Like here you can see in the left pane you have got the slides. 1, 2, 3, 4. How many slides are there in a presentation? And this side, right hand side, which is the bigger one, here you will be seeing one slide at a time. Okay. The next slide sorter view. Here you can see 1, 2, 3. This presentation contains 3 slides. Suppose if yours you have got 5, so all the 5 will be there in a line. And what is the use of this? What you can do with this is, suppose you don't want any of the slides directly, you can delete it. Okay. Suppose you want this third slide should be here in the first one. So you can change the position. You can bring this slide in the beginning, you can take this slide towards the end. So all these things you can do in slide sorter view, where you can see all the slides at once. Okay. Now this is reading view. So here in the full screen, your slide will come, your presentation will come, and very easy to read. Last one is slideshow view. Whenever we finish everything, we use this slideshow view to view it, how it will look on the screen. Look at this. So this is slideshow view. When we go to this slideshow view, on screen presentation you can see with this. And what else you can do? Once you go for slideshow view, it will ask you whether you want it from the beginning, that means right from the first slide, or else if you are working in a fourth slide, so that will become your current slide. So from where you want to start the slideshow? From the beginning, from the current slide. So accordingly you can choose the option to see this on screen presentation, and here slides will be coming one after the other, one by one. The last one here, slide master. This one, slide master, what it does? It is used to make changes in all the slides in one go. You have prepared your presentation. Now, suppose if you are not happy with the font in all the slides, so one by one you need not to change. You can change for all the slides in one go by using this slide master. For example, you want to change the theme, you want to change the animation. Whatever you want to do, that will be applied to all the slides. Okay, so it's very easy for you to use if you want to change in bulk in all the slides in one go. So that is slide master. Viewing the slide master, how will you view that? It's very simple. Step 1, click on the view tab, click the slide master from the master's view, and then slide master tab appears. Now look here, the first one, click on the view tab. So this is the view tab, you have to click on this, and then you have to click on the slide master. So this is the slide master. Once you do that, you will be getting this, and with this you can change many things for all the slides. What are the things you can change? We can make the following changes to the slide. Now look at this. Font style for title, body and the footer text. So in all the slides, you can change the font style. Font style is various style of writing alphabets. And footer text which appears below the slide. So there are two things, header and footer. Header, it appears above the slide, on top of the slide, and footer appears at the bottom of the slide. Right? For example, if I am taking class 6 computer, I can write a note here, class 6 computer. It will appear in all the slides, class 6 computer. On top, if I want a header as St. Xavier's School, so that will be appearing in small St. Xavier's School in any of the corners wherever you want. Just like in your book, you see the name of the book. For example, Log On to Computer is the name of the book. It appears in all the pages. So that is a kind of footer or header. Now what else? Placeholders. Placeholders, position and text and object. All these things can be changed by this slide master. Placeholder, position. Placeholder is the one where you can keep, where you can insert either the text or picture, audio or video, whatever that is. We call it placeholder. Bullet styles, you know. Sometimes we write the points. Before the point, we give the bullets. Maybe a circle or a small rectangle or some other designs. We call them bullets. So these are the bullets. Okay. So bullet styles also, if you want to change for all the slides, you can use the slide master. Background design and color scheme. For all the slides, if you want to change, again slide master is there. Header and footer. Just now I told you the text which is written on the top and the bottom are called header and footer. Okay, so all these things can be changed by using slide master. So with this, we have come to the end of this chapter, and I'll be sending you questions and answers in your class group. Take care, stay at home, and have a great day.